welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a what I eat in a day for you guys. It's been a minute since I have done one. I've shared meal ideas with you guys, of course, on weekly vlogs and sometimes with grocery hauls and tell you guys what my meal plans kind of are, but I haven't done a true what I eat in a day in quite a while. And I thought today would be a good day to do it. I am back home from our race over the weekend, and we definitely had a few days where we were out and did nothing, and I'm finally feeling back to myself. Plus, I had mentioned on my last grocery haul, if you have not seen that, please sure you check it out. As I mentioned, I was going to do one of our tried and trues back in the day. I used to make this so often in a pressure cooker, this potato salad. It is so good. What I love about it is you can actually have it hot or cold. It's good either way. So it's actually a really good like meal prep idea too, which is kind of what I'm going to do today. I'm going to actually eat some, of course, but I'm actually going to make a big batch of it so that we do have it for the next few days as well. So I wanted to share that with you too as something you can make in advance as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you want to see more like this. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you are not subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe and come along this crazy journey with us. We have a lot of fun here. But let's just get into today's video. So for breakfast today, I went back to my old roots and I wanted some oatmeal, especially on a cold morning. It just sounds great. Now, oatmeal was something I ate pretty much every day for probably a solid year. Seriously, it was something I had all the time. Then I was kind of having some digestion issues and I decided to kind of, ease up on it, see how that did for me. And I found that if I don't have it every day, that is a little bit better for me. So today is one of those days where I'm gonna have it, but I will say it's not an everyday thing anymore. I know it's hard to believe, but I've kind of changed it up a little bit too. So now I like to have it with, again, very simple base of oats and cinnamon with water. That's how I like to have it. But I like to add cacao nibs on it now. That's been like a new addition that I've really been enjoying. Now, Nate, on the other hand, my husband, does not love that because he doesn't really like how hard and crunchy they are. I love it. So it's so funny how we're all a little bit different. But yeah, I like to top mine with some hemp seeds. I think they're so good for you. So I find any way to get those into my diet when I can. I really enjoy them on oatmeal too. And then I like some peanut butter, of course. Now, if you want to up the protein on this, definitely feel free to add like a scoop of your favorite protein or even like a powdered peanut butter into the base. I just wasn't feeling that today, but you can. And I also put some banana and some blueberries. I love that combo as well. And I've definitely been on a banana kick recently. Like, I don't know what it is. I have like 2 a day. I'm all about it. And then I topped that with the cacao nibs. It's good stuff. So that is my go-to breakfast at least a few times a week for sure. I love it. It's very satisfying. It's very good on a cold morning again. So that was breakfast today, and Nate actually did make me an Americano when I first woke up, so I forgot to show that. I didn't even tell him I was filming this today, so he didn't even know to film it. But it's also kind of a 0-calorie drink, so it's not something that like is really much substance, but I love having myself coffee in the morning. I have to do it. So I did have that. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of milk, but we're talking very little. I'm someone who drinks coffee pretty much black. I really like it like that. Anyway, but I am now moving on. It is lunchtime to this potato salad, and I'm so excited to share this with you. Now, if you've been with us for a very long time, you will remember this, and this will be like deja vu. And if you are newer to my channel, this will be a first timer for you. So let me show you what goes into this potato salad. It's so good and it's so simple. So here is the base of the potato salad. Of course, potatoes, choose whatever ones you like. I'm also going to put some of these cherry tomatoes. Now it's funny, I don't really love tomatoes, but I do really like them in this. I do. But I'm not a big fan of tomatoes on their own typically, but if you're like that too, you might want to try it in this recipe because it's definitely different. I think the fact that they're like cooked down really helps. I'm also going to use, and you can do like veggie stock already like in a broth or the liquid form, but I'm going to use this base, the Better Than Bouillon base, where you add your own water to this, but either way. And then I'm going to do some lemon juice, some onion, and shallots. You can do just shallots, just onion. Always know that you don't have to follow things to a T when it comes to recipes like this, use what you got. So that's basically the base. Now, once this is cooked up, I'm going to add some corn and actually some peas to it. The peas are a new thing. I'm just going to try it out, see how it goes, but normally you would just add some corn. It is fabulous because it's such a great crunch in this dish, because the potatoes will be all soft after they're cooked up, right? And the onions as well. So that crunch from the corn is awesome. It's just a great combo. So then from there, you're going to have to obviously have a dressing for it. And what I love about this is it's not a gloppy mayo type dressing. I'm just not a big fan of that. I'm really not. I've mentioned that to you guys before, like gloppy ranch and gloppy mayo. I'm not into it. So this is definitely more up my alley. And it's a kind of interesting combo that you may or may not have ever thought of, but let me tell you, it is fantastic. So the base of it though, what makes it super creamy is this cashew butter. I always purchase this at Trader Joe's. It is delicious. This is amazing with apples too. Oh my goodness. But if you do not have this or you cannot find this, you can also use tahini, but cashew butter is delish. And then the base of this is also mustard. Now, having said that, I know that some people kind of have a love or hate relationship with mustard. I personally love it. So for me, the more the merrier, it's great. But if you are not the biggest fan, you can always just use a little bit of this or even completely take it out. I think the color might be a little bit off from what the recipe, the end result looks like, but I think it would still taste great. But this definitely has a high mustard flavor to it. Now on the recipe that I already have up for you guys, it's going to say to use Dijon mustard and then whole grain mustard. I actually prefer that. I really do. But because I'm also making this for my husband to have for the next few days to take to work with him and stuff, he prefers just yellow mustard. So you can do this either way, but I will tell you, again, if you do like mustard, I actually prefer the other combo personally. But I'm going to do it this way this time for him. You're going to add a little bit of white vinegar. You can use rice vinegar as well, a little bit of olive oil. And I'm really going to use only like 1.5 to 2 tablespoons, but this is a ton. I'm making a lot because I know a lot of people don't really like to use a lot of oil. I do think it needs a little bit, but you can definitely cut it back. And then some pepper, of course, and then some thyme. You can also use tarragon, but tarragon can be a little bit harder to find, but that is another option for you guys. I love to give you guys options just so you don't like panic if you don't have one special ingredient. Make it work, That is the lineup. I'm going to chop all of my potatoes and the onion, and we're going to get that sauteing in our pressure cooker, which I will link below, the Cosori pressure cooker that I absolutely love. Now, I also have an Instant Pot too, because I've just had that for years, but you guys know I love Cosori, and I think their products are fantastic. What I love too is that particular one also comes with a saute feature. What's awesome about that, if you're not super familiar with pressure cookers, is you can do everything in it, everything. A lot of the times what happens is it doesn't have that feature and you have to like cook it up on the stovetop in a pan, then transfer it to your pressure cooker, which to me like negates the purpose. So I really like that feature is actually on Instant Pot and on the Cosori one as well. I did a video years and years ago. I can link it below, but it still holds true. I did comparing the Instant Pot to the Cosori one, and it was great because it just shows they're both great. So get the one that's a little bit cheaper, which is the Cosori one. Anyway, just throwing that out there. But yeah, I'm going to put everything in there, start sauteing it up. It's such a simple recipe. And then we're going to bring it up to pressure once we get our liquids in with the base, the veggie base here. And that's about it. And then you put the dressing on at the end after you make it. It's so good. So I'll kind of show you how this goes down. the starch from the potatoes will absolutely thicken this up, so don't panic. I think this is best to serve warm versus super hot like it is right now, because you do want to give it a little bit to sit. I personally think it tastes delicious just like this, but for the sake of just, you know, the consistency, you might want to let it sit a little bit longer. And then, of course, as soon as you do put this into the refrigerator, you will have this for the next few days and it will just get even thicker. It really will. So don't drain, like if there's a ton of extra water for one reason or another, you could drain a little bit of it, but actually leave some. Otherwise, it's too thick. So I just wanted to point that out, but look how much this made. And again, we will have this for days to come, but I'm going to let this sit for like 5-10 minutes and then I'm going to serve myself some. I'm starving. I'm sorry for the outdoor noise. I'm out in my garage right now waiting for my kiddo to get home, and there's Gump. Yes, she waits. You guys know the drill. But I wanted to already show you, like, look how much it's like thick. It's already thickened up. It really does. At first you feel like you kind of like did something wrong. I promise you didn't. This is delicious. I haven't had this in so long. Yeah, so good. The corn and the peas in there is awesome too. So I just thought I would show you. So here's the deal. I had every intent, had it pulled out, ready to go to make tacos tonight because hello, tacos. And I was just thinking, sometimes when we make them, we'll do like a fake mock meat in it. But tonight I was seriously just gonna do some of these black beans, these refried black beans in these taco shells with some cabbage on top and maybe even a little like sprinkle of vegan cheese or something on it, and call it good, like super simple. But now that I just told you that and you get it now, let's do something different. Actually, I kind of want to show you that acai bowl that I got from Trader Joe's this last week. Let's try that. And on that last grocery haul, I showed that I picked this up and I actually opened it for you guys to show you, but I hadn't opened it entirely. So this is new to Trader Joe's, fairly new within the last month, and I finally got my hands on it. It'll be my first time trying it out. And if you want to like just see the macros on it, if you're interested, I think it's pretty good. Really, 260 calories, and it looks like it's decent size. I mean, it's pretty much my hand. And it's a pretty decent size. Sometimes the problem with acai bowls can be that like they're super high calorie before you know it. They're delicious, don't get me wrong, but in a lot of ways they're more like a dessert than like a real meal. You know what I mean? So you got to be kind of careful with these. But from the looks of this one, as long as it's enough to satisfy you, this does not look that bad. Even the sugar in it too is pretty low, you know, relative to what, again, these can get up to. I've seen some with like over 100 carbs. Now, granted, a lot of it's coming from, you know, whole foods, whether it's bananas and berries and all that, which is great, but still, it can add up, you know? Anyway, it's just something I noticed about it that I thought was pretty good. So, yeah, let's give this a whirl. Now, what it does say on here, though, and it has me a little nervous, but we're going to try it just to see how this, you know, works, is basically because this is a frozen food, you want to microwave it. Now, the idea of microwaving something that you still want to be cold kind of has me nervous. I don't know, but we're going to do it because it says so. But you want to do it for like 45 seconds and then remove from microwave, peel back, film, and stir, and then continue in 15-second intervals until it's defrosted. Now, you can also just put this in the refrigerator overnight and it should be ready to go. I probably should have done that, but I wasn't originally planning to do that. But let's try it. Let's do the microwave thing. But you know what I mean? That's kind of like, it's not really going to be good. We'll see. It says to put a little slit in it. Let's do it. 45 seconds. Here we go. All right, so I just pulled off the film, and I will say it does feel kind of warm on the outside, but it's clearly still like really frozen here. I just don't really want all this to get hot, but that's just kind of my preference, you know, but it's definitely loosened up. I mean, you can see that it's done that. Let's do the 15 seconds one more time and see where we got. Oh, that's much better. Okay, it's getting there. You can kind of see it's more, you want it to be like an ice cream type consistency. You know what? That's good. That's actually really good. I could probably go one more time, but I'm actually good with this. You know? That looks good. Let's put the granola on. I love acai bowls. Like, I love them. Doesn't that look good? All right, let's give it the taste test. I have not tried it yet. Let's see. I got like a little bit of everything on there. Cold. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good, you guys. Sometimes you never know when you're comparing them to like juiceries that make them delicious or even homemade. Okay, well, we'll probably definitely have a snack later because this ain't gonna fill me up for long. But I was happy to share that with you. But I'm probably not gonna do the tacos now. But I mean, I told you how to do them. I'll check in. The acai bowl was delicious and gave me a little energy. And it's actually late. I don't usually work out late, but here's the thing. I haven't worked out since our race. Like, it's been recovery mode completely. And I feel like I'm ready for a little run. So I'm gonna do it. And I don't normally work out in the nighttime, but I'm gonna go with this and see how it goes. But you know, gotta ease back into this world a little bit. But that acai bowl is bomb. That's good. I recommend it. Let's see how this goes. Good try. Okay, my goodness, I feel like a brand new newbie to working out, but that's okay. It's okay. We gotta ease back into it, and my body is still recovering as what I learned, and it's good to learn. So, I got like 3 miles in at a pretty slow pace, but that's okay. We moved. We got our steps done, my friends. Okay, I have like 200 left. I can do that. Gonna take me that many to get upstairs. Anyway, I'm not really hungry right now. It is 5:30. I usually go to bed around 8:30 because I'm old. And if I have anything else tonight, it'll probably just be an apple and almond butter because that's been my jam lately. So good. Yeah. But I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. No matter what, just keep moving. Keep pursuing your goals and you will get there. I'm glad I did it, even though it wasn't pretty. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time.